It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll look underneath here for Love. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, here's Love. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They turn to Love on the handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dio Odengbo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Eason sets to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Eason. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here's Eason to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10, Eason. He's got Granson, his tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Play action. It's Eason.
Rolling to his right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
6-0 our score after one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Eason.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Now Eason. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Eason.
Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Taylor again.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mack is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Julian Blackmon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Going to give it to Love. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Bryce Love in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before break. Eason escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return is Hines. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State. He is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Eason eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Pushing his way through. And always shot to tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 19-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Eason. This to Hines on the drop-off. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action now. Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell, 51 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Love down to the 30 after a gain of 3. From the 30 on second down, Wilson throwing the out route and complete. That's Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Play action. It's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Eason. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Eason. Flushed out right. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chain. chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Now Eason. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Eason to throw. Finding Pittman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Eason completes it to Hilton.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 63 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing now is Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Indianapolis, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.